one with the weave. Never a dull moment. Well, that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Get me up, would you?
No time to rest. Right tool will do the trick.
Well, hello.
No one's stopped me yet.
My species receives from other minds is difficult to emulate.
Welcome back. Have you made any new discoveries? with script lately.
Somehow you...
So it's true. You scattered the goblins. Peace can finally return to this corner of the Sword Coast. Thank you. As am I. And I'm sure those poor...
A crooked touch.
Thou hast come!
The amulet is heavy, but holds a subtle warmth, like it was left under the sun. Suddenly, the metal surges with heat. You feel great power and an overwhelming urge to laugh.
Can thou endure?
The urge to laugh intensifies.
Endure!
The laugh urge fades. A quiet power spreads from hand to head, then down to your feet.
Thou hast done well. For what is a laugh, if not one step toward madness? Thou art the wonder! Return me, take me home, and thou shalt glow with blessings. To thy granddaughter, Shira Clarwen, serves Ilmata Shida. She waits in Worm's Crossing. Take me there, and thou shalt bathe in her golden gifts. Oh, thou shalt be blessed indeed. I shall walk with thee. I shall grant you my power.
Beneath the rampant joy, you sense the monk's fear and sincerity. He doesn't wish to harm you, but that doesn't mean he won't. Etched on its face is an image of the dawning sun. You recognize the symbol. It belongs to those sworn to Lathander, god of dawn and renewal. Whatever madness this spirit suffers was inflicted by Lathander's enemies, followers of Shah. And this madness may flow into you.
That thing's tainted. Better to leave it than bear a dead man's grudges.
You feel a chuckle coming on.
Excellent choice.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
I have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
How delicious. Let's crack it open.
Still alive, so that's progress.
brighter side. But I won't be able to get any closer this way.
Keep your distance, darling.
No one back home will ever believe this. Dead drow, publicly displayed. The Dwagar are sending a message.
My faith will guide me.
someone there? Easy.
No time to dally.
All right, what now?
Who there, wanderer? Stay thy course a moment to indulge an old man.
Elminster?
The very same, Gale. And a fair bit miffed he is, too, finding himself forced to expose his best pair of boots to so many miles of country road on your behalf.
Meet Elminster Ormar. A good friend of mine, but rather more significantly, he's the most famed and respected wizard in the realms.
Am I, indeed? Most famed and respected errand boy, more like. I was bid to spare neither time nor my own self to find you. She sent me, Gale. You know of whom I speak.
But why? Out with it, Elminster. Please.
Young man, has your sojourn away from Waterdeep washed away your decorum as well as your patience? Nigh a 10-day I've gone without honest fare, worthy of the name. Drank naught, but what the sky entitled my thirst. Why, some bread, cheese, and a cup of wine would appear unto me a feast. Surely you won't begrudge me a mite of rest and repast before I get out with it?
Oh, for the love of...
Well, this way then? To your camp? Oh, don't dawdle now, lad. You're the one who's in such a frightful hurry.
Oh, nigh on 13 centuries old and he still thinks with his stomach. We'd best follow and see if he's more disposed to speak plainly once it's stopped its grumbling. A wise choice. Better to indulge your curiosity than Elminster's appetite.
Yes, what a delightful wedge of old Arthurian that was. Doesn't do to parley on an empty stomach, you know. Makes one's words frivolous when they should be grave. Plenty to digest, after all. A good deal to stew over, if you will. Words ladled with import should be savored so as to better absorb their meaning. Wouldn't you agree?
Elminster!
Right. You see, that is to say, Gale, my boy, I've come to address a most pressing matter. I'll speak as plainly as I can, forswearing the accustomed frills that decorate my speech. I'm here on behalf of Mystra. The message and the charge I bring you are hers.
Oh, Mistra's delicate feet are ill-suited for the hardships of the road.
You know where you went wrong, Gale. No, we needn't dwell on that here and now. But even so, you're to be given a chance of redemption.
Mistra would consider... forgiveness?
she would consider what she considers to be forgiveness. Mystra is aware of the misadventures that have befallen you both. She knows of your strife with the Absolute, that most insidious of evils. They choose the instruments of their will with great precision. Sometimes the single drops we think we are do not realize what waves we are building up to be. Do not discount yourself, and by the same token, do not discount your enemy. You must know that the Absolute is more dangerous than you can possibly conceive. It threatens all who live, even those who are undying. It threatens the gods, the weave, the very fabric of the universe itself. That is why I have come here to charge you, Gale, with its destruction. It is Mystra's belief that only you can.
The orb.
Precisely. Mystra has granted me the power to stop the clock, as it were, on the orb's rush to overpower you. Instead, you will be able to unleash its lethal combustion at will.
Interesting. This could be help or hindrance. We shall have to see.
You must find the heart of the Absolute, whatever that may be, and use yourself as the catalyst that will burn it from this world.
He is not. But it seems...
It brings me no pleasure saying this, my friend. But such is Mystra's will. Yours must be the sacrifice that will undo the Absolute. And for your sacrifice, you will be redeemed. Such is Mystra's promise. With that, I've said my sorry piece. And need only bestow unto thee the charm I was bid.
Meine hastra mistraril Italior Thras Annas
It is done. Both charge and charm have been committed into your care. To you, I commit into care Gale himself. I count on you to shepherd him well on this strangest of journeys.
Or some other fortune altogether.
Like moons make swell and wane the nescient seas, so too the sky-strewn gods ordain the tidal fates of mortal days. And yet, an ocean born in lonely hours, come ebb, come flow, come all that is beyond the breadth of our dominion. Be a moon unto yourself. Even the waves of fate can break upon the shores of will. Farewell, my friend.
Farewell, Elminster. I'm glad she chose you. An audience with Elminster is never less than memorable. I'd have hoped to introduce you to him in less dire circumstances. But those are hard to come by these days. The Doddering Act is merely an illusion, one he's most adept at maintaining. Elminster is the most formidable wizard in the realms. Perhaps in existence. For Mystra to have sent him, the severity of her bidding could not be clearer, or weigh more heavily on me. Time seems so infinite when you're young. A month is an age. A year is a lifetime. It is a strange feeling to realize how little of it one might have left. Of course, we offer the clearest solution to our problem. All I have to do is find the right place and time, close my eyes, and let go. Then the slate will be clean. Wrongs will be righted, the absolute will be gone, and I along with it. No doubt she has the power to do so, but as for the permission, Ao would not look kindly on her meddling in mortal affairs. Divine intervention has a tendency to make things worse, not better. As for Elminster, he's saved the realms more times than legend can recount. But to take on a god is no easy feat, even for him. My orb is the best chance we have, and only I can wield it. Possibly the most spectacular one ever conceived. But essentially, yes. I'm living on borrowed time, in more ways than one. Perhaps this is how it must be. That remains ahead of us for now. The heart of the Absolute must be discovered before I can stop its beating. Let's save such certainty for the moment such a decision is upon us. You may feel differently once we know what we're truly up against.
Broken moon lantern catches your eye, its glow now snuffed out.
Those shadows. There's power coursing through them. Oddly familiar. Better stay on alert.
Shrouded in no ordinary shadows. What evil lurks within such darkness?
It's the only way to Moonrise Towers. We have to push through.
Something's wrong. I feel weak. Drained.
I can barely think straight. This place saps the very thoughts from your mind.
I can feel the Shadow's power here, but they don't seem to be harming me. The Dark Lady shields me. I can feel her. The Shadow Curse. It doesn't seem to affect me like it does others. Not as badly, at least. Do you know what this means? I must be blessed. Lady Shah is protecting me where others are left to face her wrath. She loves me. She must do. Lady Shah wouldn't bless me like this for no reason. Those signs we found about Dark Justiciars, perhaps they were no coincidence. In either case, I need to watch for any place dedicated to Lady Shah. A temple, perhaps.
Need to find a way forward.
Eyes open. Watch the shadows.
No time to waste.
Can't give up now.
Stay together. Keep to the light. Stop! Who's there? I'll be the judge of that. Stow your weapons, put your hands up, and walk into the light, slowly. Jonas, move in!
I'm here! Where are you?
Jonas? Can you see our torches?
I can't see anything! Something's wrong.
Follow my voice. Come back to the light.
Who's there? Meg? Is that...
Jonas?
There you are. Come. Join me.
Jonas. Harpers! You heard the man! To arms! Finish them off!
These boots have seen everything.
Now is not the time.
They won't expect this.
Onward.
A tale for the ages, certainly.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Tormented! Well done. Now we've got to move. I know a safe place. Give me your map. Keep your torch high. If you step into the shadows, you'll be felled in a heartbeat. That's right. Protected by magic. Only spot in the region that's not been swallowed up by this damn curse. Light will save you here on the outskirts, but a few paces deeper you're screwed. If you want to catch your breath, the inn's the only place to do it. Hope to see you there. Harpers, move out!
You see a man stalking slowly through the woods, bow half-drawn, woman gazing at Moonrise Towers. The whole family will be kept fed all winter. One day she will get to gaze out from atop it, she hopes.
shadows, no doubt. Best avoided.
This place is protected. Must be the refuge the Harpers spoke of.
Something must be keeping it at bay.
You there! Step forward and keep your hands off your weapons.
Easy. He's with me.
Come. Jahira!
Hello. Kindness is too often a decoy. This is why we're here, you see. It is a curious creature that hides all manner of secrets. But if there's one thing that we know... it's that it knows its own kind. You should never have come here, true soul.
Stop! What are you doing? He's the one who saved us!
He's the one who protected the Emerald Grove.
Yup. Didn't leave a goblin standing. Not so bad to hang around with either. Saved two of my friends. One from a harpy, and one from a mad druid with a snake. Didn't make a fuss about thieving either. I pretty much trust him with my life.
A true soul with a mind of his own? How is that possible? What in the hell is that thing? More congratulations. You've earned yourself the benefit of the doubt. Hear me, Harpers. All clear. At ease. I'll not pretend to understand what that artifact is. But I'm old and wise enough to recognize a sliver of hope when it crawls out of the dark. Tell me, why have you come here? Then our interests align. We must all cure ourselves of the entire cult of the Absolute. There's food in the inn over there. Beds too if you require rest. Aloe oil in the cupboard, in case the vines gave you a rash. Settle in. Then come join me for a drink. You may just be the godsend we've been praying for.
Blood, this is heavy.
Whatever I expected to find lurking in this cursed gloom.
It's for a good cause.
Certainly wasn't this. A glimmer of hope amidst the darkness.
Hey, soldier, well, I'm not feeling so good. My engine. We need to catch up with Damon. See if he's thought of a way to fix this thing. If it can be fixed. I'm sure we will. You leave your left flank wide open. If I'm ever not around to cover it, you may find yourself on the wrong side of a goblin spear one of these days.
This dark land must be filled. The perfect preying ground for a devil, who offers a way out for those who sign on the dotted line. I hope we end up seeing our friend Raphael down here somewhere. Help me find him, and you'll find out. When I was taken to his house, I was caught off guard. But now I know what to ask for. All in due time. I'm sure he'll turn up at one point or another.
Well, my day just improved. Did you want something? Wouldn't you be in my place? If there's even the slightest chance that Shah worshippers remain within our reach, we should try and find them. Even if they're all long gone, and that seems quite likely from what we know. Who knows? My people are nothing if not... There's scarcely a greater way to fully dedicate yourself to Lady Shah, save perhaps if you become the head of her church. To become a Dark Justiciar is to become the Night Singer's sword arm. Her implement with which she will cast down the unbelievers and win the final battle to restore her perfect, endless darkness. It's all I ever wanted. I prayed it was my calling. But Mother forbid me from seeking to prove myself worthy of the rank. She said I was not ready. Not my mother, I should add. The Mother Superior, head of Lady Shah's enclave in Baldur's Gate. Sometimes I wonder if she would ever deem me ready. I owe her everything, and I only wish to serve, yet she can prove inscrutable.
There's something I need to say. Something important. Can you spare a moment? First a parasite prods at our heads, then the shadows close in. More than ever, we need each other's trust. And I fear I've been less than honest. You're incredibly kind, but you earned the right to hear this long ago. The man I call father is Older Ravengard, a Grand Duke of Baldur's Gate.
Grand Duke Ravengard, one of Baldur's Gate's most influential and beloved figures. Every Baldurian knows his name.
I should have said sooner, but our relation was no matter of pride, not least for him. You still deserve to know. There is more to me than infernal power and pacts. My story is one of two men. The Blade of Frontiers, a man hunting the fiends who prey on the weak and claw at the coast. And Will Ravengard, a memory of a memory, a man who belongs to the past. I wanted you to know the Blade, not the shadow he left behind. My father and I were close once upon a time, until he disowned me and cast me out of Baldur's Gate. There is, but my pact forbids me from telling it. I'm sorry. I'm all for it.
The Shadow Curse is upon us. As foul as I remember it. Perhaps even worse. But with the Oak Father's blessing, we may soon see it banished from these lands. Hopefully. I've chosen a successor as first druid, Francesca of the High Forest. I sent a bird to summon her. Wrath has promise, but he's not ready yet. The Grove needs experience and a strong hand. The Grove needs to move beyond the mistakes of the past. What it needs is an unknown quantity. An outsider who can enforce the Oak Father's teachings without bias. This is why I chose Francesca. She will restore simplicity and purity to the Grove in my absence. Indeed. It's not easy, seeing the ravages of the Shadow Curse. But your camp is a most welcome solace. You've shared your fire with me, your company. A small pocket of light against the darkness. But one I couldn't do without. Thank you. You're too modest by far. What fate would I have met without you? Rotting in the goblin cells? Dying against an onslaught on the Grove? More good has been done since I met you than in 100 years before. Words cannot express my gratitude. Yes, I think you do. Forgive me. Sometimes I forget myself, gazing on the beauty of nature's creations.
The voice of the Absolute is strong here. And getting stronger. I don't know how much longer I can resist it.
But it's good to see you're making progress.
You took an unexpected route here. You did a brave thing. Saving those people in the Grove. Not everyone would have helped.
The hurt runs deeper than he's willing to show you.
The voice of the Absolute. Stronger this time.
Beneath the resilient veneer, a touch of fragility. He needs comfort.
It's been a very long time since someone did that. For me. Of course.
It just doesn't stop. We are being bombarded by waves of telepathic energy.
Wave after wave with hardly a breath between them. I almost dare not rest. Each wave a set of orders to the infected. The order for your transformation has been given many times already. I just hope my powers last long enough to see this through.
Stock up while you can. I only hope I've brought enough to see us through. Cheeky. But, since you're asking... If you're all right by Jaheira, you're all right by me.
Take care now.
Here. There's more where that came from.
Wish we had stone or steel.
I wish we had a bloody army. How's the barricade coming along?
It ain't pretty, but it can take a beating.
It'll need to. Cleric's magic won't hold out the darkness forever.
The dog wags his tail, a small bag clenched between his teeth. He gives in and surrenders his find to you. Scratch's tongue lolls out happily, his tail wagging even faster.
Oh my god, soldier. That's Jaheira. The Jaheira. Don't you know the whole story? Years ago, over a century, Jaheira was part of a group that saved Baldur's Gate from Saravok, a Baalsport trying to plunge the city into war. My mum used to tell us stories about them. The legends who protected the city from evil. She said Jaheira was a powerful druid. Adamant. Tough. I've told myself those stories 1,000 times since. I never thought I'd meet Jaheira. She's a hero, and I was always some outer city kid. Can't believe she wants to talk to us about working together. What a day!
It's you. What are the odds? So glad you're all right. Well, as all right as any of us. A makeshift Harper's Fire might not be where I hope to set up shop. But maybe I've got something you can use anyway. And if you find any interesting materials in need of working, I'm happy to help. I'll be here if you need anything else.
Well, hello. What can I do for you? Oh, darling, I'm hurt. I guess it sounds...
Soldier? Fuck yes. What's the story?
Premium trinkets and doodahs.
And these things have stayed interesting.
So, hey, we've got this soul... Zariel used to top me up every now and again when she wanted me to go after an especially wicked target. Nah, it'll be fine. Sort of. Next time we find ourselves toe-to-toe with something we want to squash, drop a coin in. See what happens? Fuck yes! Now I just need something to sink my teeth into.
Karlak! I thought you'd be in the city by now. We were ambushed by cultists. Half of us were captured, the other half ran here.
Off the anvil into the forge. We'll find them. Hopefully.
Before you run off into the belly of the beast, there's something I need to tell you. Well, two things. Good news and bad news.
The good news, obviously.
I only need one more piece of infernal iron to craft an insulating chamber that can make it possible for Karlak to...
Touch people!
Exactly!
Oh my god. It's really happening. It's been so long. We've got the iron. Let's do this thing!
Hang on! I think you'll want to hear the bad news too.
Yeah, sure. But first, fix me. Please. Fine. Well, go on then.
I don't enjoy saying this, Karlak, but there's no two ways about it. Your engine is going to blow and I can't fix it. I'm not sure anyone can. It's simply too hot to exist here in the material plane. Unless you return to Avernus, for good, this thing is going to blow. Sooner rather than later.
But still, you can give me something that'll let me touch again, right? Safely.
Yes, but...
That's all I need to know. Do it. Please.
Well, all right. This shouldn't take long. Same as last time. You'll need to install it yourself. This should do the trick.
There. So, did it work?
Only one way to find out.
Thank you. I can't believe it. Thank you, Danon. Thank you so much.
It's the least I could do. Before you go, there's something I need to tell you. That engine of yours, it's contained for the moment, but it's just too hot to exist here in the material plane indefinitely. I know you know that, but the thing is, there's a cure. I wasn't making any headway with the mechanics, none at all. The environment here is just too cold to sustain metals like the ones inside you. You have to return to Avernus. For good. Or this thing is going to burn you up from the inside out. And sooner than you think.
The minute I set foot back in Avernus, Zarya will force me back into service. I'm not doing her bidding again. I'd rather die.
I get that, but don't rule it out. The world just might be better with you in it. Even in Avernus. I won't stop trying to figure out a cure, but at this point, I think we all have to face the inevitable.
Yeah. Apart from the doom and gloom, you've given me more than I could ever hope to repay.
It's been my pleasure. Good luck, both of you. Look after yourself, all right?
This is the best day. The best day! I'm so happy for me too. Now I just need to find someone to cuddle up to tonight, and I'll be the happiest woman on the Sword Coast. I'm not sure. Depends who's got me in mind. Withers was giving me the old eye the other night. Then again, maybe it was just an old eye. Listen, I'm never going back. If you said I could die right now or live 1,000 years in the Hells, I'd choose to go out now with my freedom intact. I don't expect anyone to understand that. But I've been dealt a hand most people don't have to contemplate playing. Not always, but I don't want to talk about this now. I've been given a huge gift. I can touch the people I love for the first time in a decade. And for the first time in a decade, there are people I care about all around me. Let me enjoy that. Please. Thanks, soldier. Hey, soldier. Really? Really? Oh, fine.
So, the untouchable Karlak. is untouchable no more. I'd shake her hand, but she can still snap me in two, so, probably safest to skip it. Darling, lead on.
Don't wander far. We need to talk.
You're all right. Thank goodness. I was worried they'd got you too. Wait. No one's told you. We were ambushed out in the darkness. By cultists. We surrendered. But that wasn't enough for them. They lined us up like dogs. Asherak was with the kids, telling them it was going to be all right. Maybe that's why they picked him. Told him to kneel. They took his eyes first. Then his tongue. It just never stops. Roland, of all people, saved us. He said he stayed in the grove because of you. And I'm damn glad of it. Without him, well, none of us would be here. Yes. He shielded me and the kids, while his brother and sister rushed the cultists. Cal and Leah were dragged away, along with the others. Roland isn't taking it so well. None of us are, to be honest. How do you do it? How do you keep going? You're made of sterner stuff than me, then. You've done so much for us already. But I have to ask. The others might still be out there. If they're not dead, they're in Moonrise. And gods have mercy on anyone in that hell's pit. Thank you. If anyone can manage it, you can. Just be careful up there, all right? I can't handle anyone else dying.
Premium trinkets and doodahs.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Please. Be welcome. Have a drink. To your very good health.
You perceive a faint hint of cloth grass, a herb that is said to elicit the truth. Jaheira smiles at you knowingly.
It doesn't spoil the taste, if that's what you're wondering. Indulge me. Bottoms up. Well over a century old, and yet it hasn't lost a hint of flavor. Still not quite so sure about you, though. People tend to lose more than just flavor when illithids get their hands on them. I speak from experience. There's an air about you. Something alien. Answer me true and do not lie. The parasite is changing you, isn't it? Good. I will take your word for it. And hold you to it, too. I have every reason to be cautious. I've traced people like you. People with parasites in their brains. All the way here from Baldur's Gate. The cult of the Absolute is spreading through the city. Quietly, quickly, and with unsettling deliberation. We tracked them to this ancient village, only to be faced with a man we killed and buried over a century ago. General Ketheric Thorm. Remember that name. He's the leader of the Absolutists. He was a Sharan once. Took to building an army of dark justiciars beneath this very village. Alongside the local druids, we made it our business to see him deposed, dead and buried. But he's returned. Not only does General Ketheric Thorm live again, it seems he is no longer mortal. He has become, in fact, invincible. We met him on the road here, commanding an army of the Absolute, intent on destroying Baldur's Gate. I put an arrow through his eye myself, only to watch him pluck it out like a splinter. He healed, right in front of me, and chased us into the shadows. Things looked hopeless. But experience has taught me that no matter how bleak things look, there's always hope. You are that hope. Not immediately. Protected by your artifact, you can infiltrate his forces at Moonrise Towers, posing as a true soul. Find out what it is that makes him invincible, so we can strip him of his advantage. Once Ketheric is without his shield, the sword, together we assault his tower and put a final end to this blight. You're the only one who can get inside the towers. You were born for this mission. Or made for it, rather. Besides, you need this. You need to heal yourself of your infection. Any cure starts with understanding the disease. Whatever magic Ketheric's using to control these tadpoles, it must be at Moonrise. Until then, we keep drinking wine when we meet. You're not our only secret weapon. Isabel, a faithful cleric of Selûne, and a light in the darkness. She cast the moon shield around the inn. It's the only reason we're still alive. She's upstairs in her chambers. Tell her I said...
Listen.
He seems unaware of you or his surroundings. You can't determine that Halsin has spent years studying the Shadow Curse. Perhaps he will know something that can help.
You wish to speak? He is? Then I must see him. Thaniel is no ordinary child. He is the very spirit of this land. If this fist knows where he is, then perhaps we can save him. Save everything. I will go to see him at once. Join me when you can.
Well, hello. What can I do for you? Oh, darling, I'm hurt. It sounds...
Have a gander at the finest stock.
You and me do just what...
It's true then. He's met Thaniel. There's no other way he'd know that name. This is just what we needed. Well done. We need to wake him. He must know something about where to find Thaniel. If he was able to escape the Shadowfell, then it mustn't have managed to consume his spirit. Well, not all of it anyway. We need to unlock whatever's left of him, inside his head. There must be something to trigger him. A word, a memory, an item. I'm afraid so, yes. Check his person. I don't deserve you, my friend. He keeps saying Thaniel's name. He must know more. I don't deserve you, my friend.
You look well equipped. Good. As you were.
As I listen. Have a gander at the finest stock.
Daniel and me are climbing up the tree, and we see what we see and do just what we please together.
So he was at the House of Healing. Wonder what he found.
He keeps saying Thaniel's name. He must know more. See what you can learn from it. It might reveal something about his actions before the curse. Then...
Daniel and me do just what we please together, waiting for the sun forever. Monsters snuffling and stalking in the shade where we are walking.
Listen.
Some black and red.
He keeps saying Thaniel's name. He must know. See what you can learn from it. It might reveal something about his act. I don't deserve you.
Daniel and me are climbing up the tree, and we see what we see and do just what we please together, waiting for the sun forever. We see shadows, they get darker, but
He keeps saying Thaniel's name. He must know more. See what you can learn from it. It might reveal something about his actions before the curse.
Daniel and me do just what we please together, waiting for forever. Monsters snuffling and stalking in the shade where we are walking. Need something? Lead on.
Fearsome black and gray. We are living. They are dead.
Check it out. We've gone legitimate, and Mole put me in charge. What do you need? I'm not supposed to mention it to anyone. But I do have something. What does it look like? What does it open? What treasures await behind its lock? Mole gave it to me and said I shouldn't let it go to just any old jackaday. I mean, maybe. I guess it is kind of old. Here. Birds of a feather. Last Light's best bargains, right here! What can I get you? Pleasure doing business with you.
Don't be shy.
Have a gander at the finest stock.
There is work to do.
Which way to the nearest library?
Premium trinkets and doodahs.
A long way to go still.
Last Light's best bargains, right here!
Do it! Hey, stop shouting! I'm not shouting!
I've got a long road ahead.
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock. Premium trinkets and doodahs.
damn it!
Last Light's best bargains, right here!
Good. We'll leave soon. Don't want any surprises.
Can't chat. I need to reinforce the barricade.
Never thought I'd see the day Jaheira shows mercy to a true soul. Or whatever it is you are.
Go safely.
Shadows lurking. Light in.
Yeah.
Pretty as you are, this is no time for a natter. Head on into Last Light.
Last Light's best bargains, right here!
Not another ward, I hope. I'm better at subterfuge and spellcasting than babysitting. Wouldn't I like to know? I've asked the fellow many times, but he's not in a talking mood. Judging by his uniform, he's someone of import. He was here, fresh from the shadows, when Isabel banished the curse here. Jaheira warned the others to steer clear, hence why I'm on door duty. You, on the other hand... Really? That's a pity. I pray that when we're done with Ketherick, we'll have time for him.
Premium trinkets and doodahs! Last Light's best bargains, right here!
Your job is to serve drinks.
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock.
Seems someone's been skimming our supplies. Is anyone keeping an eye on those children from El Dorel? Maybe not, Mom.
Premium trinkets and doodahs.
I promised it.
Last Light's best bargains, right here!
Get the bottle. Hand me the bottle. It's not hard. And I don't want to give you a lassie, but I will, damn it.
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock.
What am I to do?
Premium trinkets and doodads.
Clear, Mom. Good. We'll leave soon. We don't want any surprises. Yes, Mom.
Last Light's best bargains right here.
If I wanted water, I would bloody ask for it.
Looking ahead.
Don't be shy. Premium trinkets and doodads.
I didn't realize I had an audience. The true soul who's going to save us all. I'm Isabel. Pleased to meet you. Myself and Our Lady are doing what we can to hold the line. I hear you and your tadpole will be our offense. Free from the Absolute's influence, yet able to walk among cultists. It's almost too good to be true. But I'd be a poor cleric indeed not to avail of a blessing when I see one. Let me guess. Jaheira sent you to beg a protection spell off her favorite cleric.
It hurts.
Perfect. It'll make you immune to the lesser effects of the Shadow Curse, which will get you closer to the towers. But there are places it won't help. Places where the curse is darker, stronger. The cultists are able to traverse even the deepest shadows, though. I don't know how. The Harpers are trying to figure it out.
Selûnite magic. Dark Lady, forgive me.
Good nose. Like a nasty little terrier. Ketheric is a frightening man. But you have something he doesn't. Allies worth having. While you're busy in the towers, I'll be sure to... Wait. Do you hear that? Something's wrong.
Hello, Isabel.
Marcus, is that you? What's happened to you?
I've been blessed. You can be too. Come with me, and you can hear all about it from Ketherick himself.
He's a flaming fist. Or was. Came with the others when we created this haven.
And I thank you for your hospitality. True soul, my instructions are clear. Take the girl to Ketherick, alive. Pathetic. The Absolute sees all, you fool.
The Absolute. Of course. You can't believe them, Marcus. Ketherick will never give you whatever it is you've been promised.
He already has. Time to go, Isabel.
Moon Maiden, guide my hand.
Come along, Isabel. I'll do it my way.
to King 5.
Can't afford to let up. Feel my mistress's wrath. Take
You'll make excellent fertilizer.
Your penance will be paid now.
more skirt.
Shadows, they get darker. Hiding places bright.
General Ketherick wants her alive, at any cost. My pleasure.
Need to act fast. Got to move. Take your...
Isabel! No! What in the nine hells happened? God spare us! Listen closely, for there's very little time. Even if last light falls, your mission does not change. As impossible as that task sounds, there must be a way to break the spell that makes him invincible. There are secrets in this ancient waste hidden from... But hark. It's happening. We cannot hesitate. Not even for those... Still your heart.
Oh my god, soldier. That's Jahira. Hey, it would have been years ago. I can't believe. What's on your mind? You know, I'm up for anything.
Well, hello. What can I do for you? Oh, darling, I'm hurt. It sounds...
Hey, soldier. Fuck yeah. Hey ho.
Still breathing, despite everything.
So, Zariel used to top me up every now and again when she wanted me to go after an especially... Well, a soul coin is a person, in a way. A lost person. Fuck yes. Now I just...
Karlach!
Off the anvil into the...
Before you run off... Well, two things. Good news. I only need... Exactly. Hang on!
Yeah, sure. But first...
Only one way to find out. It's the... Before you go, that... I know you know that. I wasn't... You... I get that. I won't stop trying to figure out a cure.
Yeah.
It's been my pleasure.
This is the best day. I'm so happy for me too. I'm not... Withers was giving me the old eye the other night. Then again... I don't expect anyone to understand that. But... And for the first time in a decade, there are people I care about all around. Thanks, soldier.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock.
Please. Oh. To your very good health.
You perceive a faint...
It doesn't spoil the taste, if that's what you're wondering. Bottoms up. Well over a century old, and yet still not. People tend to lose. There's an air about you. Answer me true, and do not lie. The parasite is changing you, isn't it? Good. I have we tracked them to this ancient village, only to be faced with a man. Believe me, he was a Sharan once, but he's returned. We met. You are that hope. Not me. Protect it. Find out what it is. Once Gedrick is without his shield, you're the only. Besides, you need this. Whatever med. Until then, we keep drinking wine when we meet. You're not Isabel. She's upstairs.
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock.
Someone's been skimming our supplies. Is anyone keeping an eye on those children from Helpabel?
I didn't realize I had an audience. The true soul who's going to save us all. I'm Isabel. Myself and free from the abs. It's almost too good. Let me guess. It'll make you... But there are... The cultists are able to traverse...
Selûnite.
Good nose. Like a nasty little terrier. Good luck. While you're busy in the towers, I'll be sure to... Wait.
Marcus, is that you?
I've been blessed.
He's a flaming fi-
And I thank you, true soul. My instructions are clear. Take the girl to Ketherick. We are all alike in her service. Do as I say. The rewards will be great.
What's going on? If you have something to say, say it.
Pathetic. The Absolute sees all.
The Absolute. You can't believe the mark.
Time to go is a...
Guide my hand.
Come along.
Take you.
With haste.
You'll make excellent
Take two.
General Tetherick wants me at any cost.
I'm going to enjoy this.
On the move.
Take two.
In striking distance. Indeed.
Torment!
Swiftly now.
There's a parasite in that corpse, brimming with potent magic.
Isabel, are you all right?
I'm fine.
Marcus has been with us since the start. They've been tracking us this whole time. And that was no random attack. You were the target, Isabel. They know how important you are. But they don't know about you. Ketheric will strike again. We need you to strike first. Discover the source of his invulnerability. Make him mortal so we can make him bleed. Good luck.
We're in more danger than I knew. If something happens to me, everyone in this inn is dead. Like that. Why does a man like him do anything? Power, spite, some kind of twisted personal morality. I can understand why he'd want me dead. Without me keeping the curse at bay, everyone in this inn, everyone intent on killing him, is dead too. As for why he'd want to take me alive, I don't know. And I don't want to find out. Now that we have you, I hope I won't have to. No mercy. For Ketheric will have none on you. End this.
Maybe we should ask someone else.
On with you. Unless you want to come back to a gaggle of shadow-cursed harpers.
We don't even know the way to Moonrise. That's why we should leave now. Mole would do the same for any of us. You know it. But how do we get into Moonrise? We can't fight those shadow things.
We could. I beat up those harpies, and they're way scarier than shadows.
You know what Mole would hate more than anything? Bad things happening to us. You've seen what's out there. We wouldn't stand a chance.
But it's our job to bring Mole back.
Look at him. He's a proper adventurer. And if we got hurt, Mole would be really mad at us.
Fine. But you gotta understand, Mole is family. Bring her back, please.
He seems unaware of you or his surroundings. It's from no songbook you know of. Likely an original.
Daniel. We are living. We are dead. Two of us safe to the end.
What's that sticking out of his pocket?
You wish to speak? He is? Thaniel is no... I will go to see him at once.
We are fearsome black and red. We are living.
So he was at the House of Healing. Wonder what...
It's true then. We need to wake him. He must know something about where to find Without Thaniel, no. And I don't know how I can find him. I don't deserve you. He keeps saying Thaniel's name. He must know more. We need to rouse him. I don't deserve...
Daniel and me are climbing up the tree and we...
Playtime's over, pet. Oh, I love this time of year. The dickheads start popping up wherever you look.
What do you want, Mizora?
Drop the attitude and perk up your ears. You've got a new mission. Absolute's cult has gone and grabbed one of Zariel's assets. A devil. And a powerful one at that. They're locked up in the cult's fortress, Moonrise Towers. And you're getting him out. Clause Z, Section 13. Should promised soul refuse obeyance or neglect duty, the pact holder shall cast the promised into Avernus as a lemure. I'll make it simple. Will fails or refuses, and he turns to a thick blob of stink flesh and sinks to Avernus. Now, be a good boy and play fetch, pup, or you'll spend an eternity sizzling in the hells.
Mizora's words may be flippant, but they are tinged with desperation. She cannot afford for Will to fail this mission. This may be your best chance to negotiate Will out of his pact.
Oh, and what condition is that?
Your mind links with Will's, drawn in by his increasing panic.
What are you doing?
Will relaxes, and your connection fades.
Interesting. Now, why should I go letting my favorite pet off his leash? Incredible. You actually think you hold the winning hand? Fine. I'll play your game. But I amend the pact once the mission's done, not before. Clause F, Section 9. Soulbinder shall bestow reward or favor only upon soul bearer's fulfillment of related obligation. Now, to Moonrise, pet. And do mind the shadows. They've been especially hungry.
God damn it! Why did it have to be Mizora? Why did it have to be Zariel? We're supposed to risk our necks to get one of her assets? What if it's a runaway like me? Or something far worse? I want to believe that as much as you do. Almost as... It's a bad idea to play games with the devil.
The dog wags his tail, a small bag clenched between his teeth. He gives in and surrenders his find to you. Scratch's tongue lolls out. Camp life seems to suit the young owl there.
You know, I feel a connection. You might be a little naive in the ways of the world, but I see promise in you. Ambition. I just worry that we're not considering all our options when it comes to our uninvited guests. How many people are infected with them, do you think? Hundreds? Thousands? And they're not just goblin trash. Whoever's waiting for us at Moonrise Towers controls it all. But if we can take that control from them, imagine the power we'd... That's just the thing. If we can... I'm just saying, there's an opportunity here. If we can control the tadpoles, we can keep ourselves safe. And liberate the world from this evil, too. It's not often... Of course, this all assumes we live long enough to find this, moonrise. But I'm feeling...
The more bullshit she pours, the more of it I'm forced to swallow. Mizora set me on fiends inside and outside the Hells. She's never ordered a rescue. Gods. She makes a mockery of everything the Blade stands for. Such an asshole. Thank you for sticking your neck out for me. Can already feel her scheming. She won't let me go without a fuss. Trust me on this. Not just rot. One of those mindless blobs clawing at demons on the front lines of the Blood War. And it means... I always knew what my future held, and I know I chose right.